To be fair, Meredith does look like a trampoline with eyes.
All right, ladies, let's see the glamour.
This is peak housewives.
Why would you come on a girls' trip with people you don't want to be with?
Half of these Salt Lake ladies are just a little too comfortable.
Hello, I'm Miz. This is my channel.
Who gonna check me, boo?
And today we're gonna recap, review, and react to the 4th episode of the 4th season of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And a quick trigger warning before we get started. This recap and reaction is to everything that we see on camera, and that includes kids and religion. If it's on camera, we're gonna talk about it. This episode is called Don't Be a Drag, and the description is as follows. On the final day of their Palm Springs trip, Whitney takes over and calls Meredith on her behavior. Let's get started. The episode opens with a recap of the conflict that Monica is having with Lisa.
It's 60 G's. It's my big one, the big emerald cut one. It's 60 G's.
And her not regulating her feelings of jealousy very well. Her inferiority complex is gonna tank her. Get it together, Monica. Like, I wanna like you.
Let's move on.
We also get a supercut of the fight between Angie K and Meredith. The editors are going to use almost as much as I am. I still can't believe that Meredith is threatening to expose the husband. Big yawn, Meredith. The editors make sure we get a nice shot of Heather's shoe vomit too. You guys giveth and then you taketh away. We wake up in beautiful Palm Springs at the Trixie Motel, and the ladies plan to meet at the pool.
Do you miss me?
Monica's daughter does not miss her. We need to talk about Meredith eating caviar for breakfast. She wanted it to play like it was casually luxurious, but it comes across as thirsty and inauthentic. People that truly eat casual caviar would have put it on a fluffy omelet or a baked potato or even a piece of toast. You are not fooling me, Meredith.
Caviar for breakfast?
Heather is still barfing, but she is going to puke and rally because she is a professional. The ladies have been told to wear their gift bag t-shirts to the pool, and everyone has one but Angie K because she wasn't invited. So she's gonna make her own with a Sharpie.
Angie K.
I am living for Angie inserting herself into everything. She is also a professional. Whitney is texting with Trixie about having a drag makeover. Then Lisa comes in wearing the cutest pajamas.
How do you feel from last night?
She brought in some 3-year-old.
And they're gossiping about Meredith's behavior and how it affects the group.
Meredith does her thing that she does, and she just manipulates the situation by saying, I can't talk about this right now. Do you know what I'm going through? Wait, you can say whatever you want to someone, but the minute that they try to defend themselves or respond, you're going to bring in and reach for anything.
There are children who are going to be disabled for the rest of their lives.
Lisa is definitely peeking around those metaphorical blinders that she put on after their conversation in the park. And she doesn't like how Meredith is always weaponizing things.
Everything gets weaponized.
Like the outburst she had about taking Angie K down using idle gossip.
She's like, I know stuff about their family.
Very, very hurtful.
Ill-mannered and rude. And I'm like, not this again. Oh my God.
Whitney says,
If today isn't fun, then I'm going to fully take over.
And then we cut to Meredith and Monica hanging out, bashing Angie. Monica has zero loyalty to Angie and spends the whole time kissing up to Meredith.
Like dealing with a 3-year-old. You were bombarded. That was completely uncalled for. Embarrassing.
The ladies then meet up by the pool. Heather immediately apologizes to Whitney for showering her in vomit.
I would like to apologize for vomiting on your leg.
And then Meredith tells the group about their activity this morning, which is trust exercises in the park. Angie is wearing her custom couture t-shirt that says, all tricks, no trust. Her pettiness is awesome. Her pettiness is aspirational.
Look, Meredith wants to be petty. I can be petty too.
She's having a great first full-time season so far, I think.
Who is Angie?
They pull up to the park and Mary refuses to participate.
I'm just confused on what.
Much like the snowball fight, she is going to sit alone and talk to herself.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, producers. The trust exercise encourages shadiness by asking the ladies some open-ended questions about their group dynamics.
Women.
Lisa says she'd like everyone to stop bringing up personal business. She looks pointedly at Meredith. and we get some flashback to her threatening to go nuclear on Angie K's family. Heather says she'd like the group to be more cautious about being competitive, and we get a flashback of her giving Angie some cold pricklies at dinner.
I don't trust you.
Meredith says something dumb about being kind.
It's offensive.
All while Angie stands there in her homemade t-shirt. What are you doing? In keeping with the tradition of dumb games this season on Salt Lake City, the ladies have to lead a partner blindfolded through an obstacle course. Mary is ordering a latte through the producers. She has an oat milk preference. She's reading the traffic signs to herself. They are confusing.
Somebody rescue me quick.
The obstacle course blindfold thing goes pretty smoothly. Nothing major to report. Angie's surprised that she and Heather are having a great time. Meredith was irritated that Angie and Heather had fun. Everyone heads back to the van. Mary is a gray rain cloud on the way back to the Trixie Motel.
Did I hurt you at all?
She, Meredith, and Lisa have a conflict.
I'm not talking to you.
Mary is not good-natured.
Like do you have a mute button?
No, I don't.
She does not like anyone
I don't know why you can't comprehend that.
and did not miss the activity
I still have no remorse that I didn't miss it.
and is rude to everyone
Okay, you said this and you told me.
that is sharing that they missed her.
Why even get on the Sprinter van if you don't want to participate, you don't like us, you don't want anything to do with us?
Then the Sprinter van pulls back up to the Trixie Motel, and we are enjoying a delicious Palm Springs lunch. Meredith does not know what's next on the agenda, and Whitney announces that she's taking over the trip so they can have some fun for a change. It's time for a Trixie drag competition. Lisa is brokenhearted because she flew her glam team in, and she's worried about her look.
I can't even believe this just happened to me.
She spends $60,000 a year on her glam team. She has a makeup artist on retainer. She doesn't like themed events. I mean, like, come on. Heather, Whitney, and even Mary are getting barefaced for this event. Then we go back to Lisa, and she's having a powwow with the producer on camera. This is peak Housewives. Salt Lake City has done it again. Usually when we get a shot of production, it's because, like, a wine glass has been thrown. A table has been flipped. A wig has been snatched.
I just can't help myself.
But in Salt Lake City, we break the fourth wall over a drag-themed makeup competition at a drag-themed motel in a drag-themed city. The producers call a meeting because she is freaking out.
I can't do my own makeup.
Trixie is running around trying to procure some liquid courage for the ladies. And oh my God, she is dressed like a Barbie fairy princess godmother. Like, I cannot get over her outfit. She looks amazing. Divine.
All right, ladies, let's see the glamour.
This is like so silly. Lisa feels like she gave a lot going to the restaurant naked, which is true, and that she should be off the hook for the rest of this trip. Her makeup artist flew there, cost $2,500. You know, part of me thinks that she really should just suck it up and go do drag makeup and have fun with it. But the other part of me does understand where she's coming from. She did parade through a restaurant naked and was very good-natured about it. But like, either way, I'm happy for the content. I mean, I'll enjoy a resolution or not a resolution. I'm easy. Monica is like grossed out by Lisa and has zero empathy. I'm not sure I'm a big Monica fan as we are moving forward. Is Lisa being ridiculous? Yes. But I don't think that dismissing her is the right course of action. Once again, Monica is applying her own feelings of insecurity to the situation. There's an Anais Nin quote that I love. It's, we don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. And I think that applies to Monica. Trixie has set up the cutest little gift baskets for the ladies. Whitney is coordinating with her and catching her up on the Lisa makeup meltdown.
I can't even believe this just happened to me.
The producer wants Lisa to have some like perspective on the drag activity. It'll be fun, she says. Lisa wants us to know that she's a team player in her talking head, but in the hallway of the Trixie Motel, she is hysterical and they reach a compromise. She will participate, but her glam team will remain trampoline on standby. The ladies gather and start assembling their drag faces. Trixie brought extra wigs for everyone, which is really nice. And then I think the gift baskets are actually Trixie branded makeup palettes. Okay, I just paused this show and took a little cruise around the internet. And Trixie has her own line of makeup. It's cute little palettes, themed collections. You can check out the whole line at TrixieCosmetics.com.
Yes!
And Trixie is so cute.
I feel like a cake left out in the rain.
She's about to preside over the crowning ceremony of the drag competition.
I'm not ready.
Whitney is out first and she is dressed like a fembot.
Ooh, she's beautiful yet familiar.
Monica follows and she is also a fembot.
Oh my God, it's raining.
Both of them have on these huge beehive wigs. Angie is out third and she is dressed in pink space vinyl, which I guess is a thing now.
Contestant number 3. Oh, it's music video time.
And she has on a highlighter green wig. She's followed by Heather, who is all dolled up in what I presume to be a Dolly Parton homage. Then there's Meredith, who looks exactly like Meredith.
Okay, I feel a little underdone.
What the Meredith?
I tried.
Well, even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes.
Then Lisa comes out, looking exactly like Lisa.
Lisa, hello. Ooh.
This is not giving me drag.
Morgan did my makeup. Listen, I had a little help, but for me, I'm winning because I get to look like me.
Then there's Mary, looking exactly like Mary. These women are so boring. They all could have done a lot more, even a little more, just more. We needed more. I love a themed housewife event. They've given us so many iconic moments. Like, think about it. The 80s party fight in Orange County between, I think it was Vicky and Gretchen.
You are smoking crack, Vicky. Are you a mother? You are smoking crack. I'm a mother.
Orange County also gave us like the 1970 Mrs. Roper fight between Shannon and Kelly Dodd. We can never forget Leanne Locken in a hot dog costume. And if you're into international things, like Jody at the Alice in Wonderland party in Vancouver is iconic. Unforgettable. Half of these Salt Lake ladies are just a little too comfortable, and they should be bringing it. They are robbing us of a lot of potential by just not participating. The prize for winning the contest is getting to wear Trixie's drag race crown, which is like really sweet. She really did her best at highlighting her business on this show. And I mean, I know that it's like for promotion of the motel and stuff, but that's still her crown. My only complaint about the whole thing is that Trixie Cosmetics didn't get any on-camera acknowledgement. But hopefully the girls promote it on their social media. I don't care who wins really, but I'm voting for Heather just because. Monica grandstands and sprays hairspray everywhere and is declared the winner. I'm not sure if she's gonna get that crown onto her wig. Oh good, they don't even try. Trixie just holds it over her head, as I'm sure she is going to hold it over everyone else's. The ladies retire to the lounge and they're gonna have some snacks and drinks. Nobody is happy for Monica, not even a little. Mary is unhappy about everything. Everyone scatters after snacking to get ready to head out to the club, and the drag doers gossip about the drag do-notters. Lisa walks back in after freshening up and is all confused about being called a wet noodle. Everyone loads up into the Sprinter van and heads out into the warm Palm Springs evening. On the van, there's more wet noodle talk. Then Monica bursts into tears because Lisa losing that $60,000 ring made her feel so inferior. And she wants to point out Lisa's financial privileges in the hopes of making her feel guilty. I am not falling for this, and I hope that the fans, and especially the ladies in Salt Lake City, don't either. It's the exact same as Meredith suddenly having a crisis when she's criticized.
Like dealing with a 3-year-old.
It's holding others emotionally hostage for not feeling the same way that you do. And Lisa isn't poor, but she's not a 1%er. Monica is losing me. She wants Lisa to adjust her lifestyle to make Monica Monica feel better? I don't know what she wants, and she is being pretty nasty. They pull up to the bar, and Mary is already trying to get out of having to go into the bar. What a waste. They should take her off the show and just give her an after show where she watches and reacts to what the ladies do. And the bar looks really fun, aside from Monica being a killjoy. Monica looks atrocious, and I really wish that Lisa looked atrocious too. Oh my God, so good. Lisa called out Monica's Louis Vuitton bag, which apparently cost $5,000. That's a lot of money. I have some pretty nice bags, like my handbag collection is pretty nice. But I don't have any that cost that much. That's pretty expensive. That's very expensive to me. A lot of dough. But it does seem hypocritical for Monica to judge Lisa when she's walking around with that bag. I honestly want my housewives to be materialistic, so I don't care. Meredith and Lisa are going to die on this, but we did participate hill, and it is exhausting. Oh my God. And now we're back to the whole Meredith knows children that are dying and has migraines and other problems that no one knows anything about. And Meredith proceeds to freak out. And Whitney totally calls this, tries to hold Whitney emotionally hostage. Whitney's nailed it on the head. Exact. Then we cut to Mary in the Sprinter van in the streets of Palm Springs looking for a McDonald's so she can get a Filet-O-Fish and some nuggets. Amazing. Maybe we don't need Mary to participate to be a successful cast member. Meredith and Whitney are continuing to go back and forth. And then Meredith calls Angie a pit bull. Angie, who looks exactly like one of the Mars Attacks ladies, rushes right over and transforms into a pit bull. She pushes Whitney out of the way and starts quizzing Meredith really loudly about her statement. I am loving this. I love you, Angie. You're awesome. Meredith does her whole disengagement thing with Angie, and Angie, who is quickly becoming a new favorite, just talks to the back of her head, just keeps on talking and gives her whole speech to the back of Meredith's head, unbothered and living her best Mars Attacks life. And then we cut back to Mary, who is thrilled to have a Filet-O-Fish in hand and is happily crunching away. Then we cut back to the big Meredith and Angie fight. To be fair, Meredith does look like a trampoline with eyes. Monica now feels confident enough to attack Angie and looks for confirmation from Heather that Angie is, in fact, all the way up Lisa's ass. Wow. Monica has gone like full brat and is showing zero loyalty to Angie. And comparing her to Jen Shah is pretty low. And then we find out that Monica wasn't compensated as Jen Shah's assistant. Then Monica alleges that all of the ladies were Jen Shah's assistant at one point or another. She's really losing me, and not being paid to be an assistant is really baffling. A big part of her storyline is like how broke she is. The only logical way I could see her working for free is trying to be closer to the show, right? The show closes with everyone loading back into the Sprinter van and being jealous of Mary's delicious fast food feast. Personally, I could go for some French fries right about now. And that concludes the 4th episode of the 4th season of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I really appreciate your eyes on my channel.
I feel like you're trying to kill me every night, and I threw up.
I update weekly with recaps, reviews, unboxings, and vlogs. Please hit the subscribe button.
How do you know what's good for me?
Please be kind to the like button. And please be liberal with your comments. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
You can leave.
Here we are.
Each before beauty code cheese.